just want to start sharing a few testimonies that I've had over the years. A lot of them I'll draw back to my youth ministry days, but some of them will be present. Some of them, hopefully you guys will start sending in your testimonies and I can start sharing them. I'll change names if you wish and all that. First one I want to talk about, because it resonates with a couple of the, definitely the fruit of the Spirit that we talked about for the last couple weeks. There was a young girl in my youth group, and she was in high school, and she was always getting picked on. She always felt less than. She felt like she wasn't pretty enough. She wasn't smart enough. She had the worst clothes. She had the worst life. Everything was bad against her. She didn't really fit in with anybody. She didn't fit in with the cool kids because she didn't feel like she was a cool kid. She didn't fit in with the pretty girls because she didn't feel like she was a pretty girl. She didn't fit in with the rich kids because she definitely didn't have money. But yet at the same time, she didn't fit in with the poor kids because she wanted to be not poor. So she was just like lost in how she felt about herself. And I wonder how many of you out there feel less than. I'm less than what the world tells me I should be. I'm less than what my mom and dad say I am. I'm less than what I even say about myself. And all we grab a hold of is the negative and the impact of what the people are calling us instead of who you truly are. You're grasping on ugly, dumb, worthless. No one will ever love you. You'll never amount to anything in your life. Our human nature grasps on those things. There was a scientific study one time, I believe, that it takes 7 positive affirmations to cross off one negative. And how many thousands of negative comments have you heard just today? I mean, and sometimes people say things to us and they're not meaning to be negative. They're not meaning to be hurtful, but yet they do. So imagine coming from an atmosphere, a school atmosphere, a job atmosphere, a family atmosphere, where that was nothing but negative. Many of the kids that we brought to youth group had families that didn't even hardly love them, didn't hardly take care of them. So they didn't understand what love was when we were giving it to them in youth ministry. And then when you tried to be nice to someone, they rebelled against it because they felt like you're up to something. No one's nice in this world just to be nice. I remember this young lady didn't hardly want to go to school, didn't hardly want to come out of her room. One of the great outlets that she had was that she could write poems like no one I've ever seen. But her self-esteem was so low, she hardly even wanted to let anyone read them. And I promise you that she probably could have published some of those. There's a couple other kids I'm thinking of that were artistic. They could draw like nothing else. But their self-esteem and the world had beat them so badly down that they probably felt that their drawings was useless. And they probably could have published some of those drawings. So I wonder today, what gifting has God put inside of you that you're allowing the world to crush? See, God was a creator and He created you for a specific purpose. And I want you to always remember this. That if you are created in the image of God, you've got to stop worrying about what others say. And we've got to retrain our mind to stop worrying about our negative thoughts too, right? Because we start talking negative about ourselves when we get enough people talking negative about us. I just want to read a couple questions that I got out of a devotion, this Bible devotion that obsolete, can't even get it anymore, but I love it. I've always used it to teach, especially youth with it. It says, do you ever put yourself down for the way you look? Do you ever put yourself down for the way you look? Most likely, if you heard enough people call you this, that, or the other, you start saying it about yourself. And then that is a vicious cycle that we've got to break. Because when someone comes with one of those affirmations, go, man, that's a pretty dress you've got on, or that's a pretty outfit, or man, you look really beautiful today. And you're going, no, not me. I look ugly and I look stupid, yada, yada, yada. And it takes a long time to break that cycle. But here's the question. If we are created in God's image, why are we trying to be something that He didn't create us to be? There's a lot of people in the world that are trying to be something that they're not designed to be. And the question I ask you, why do we want to be something that we're not? Is it because we feel less than, worthless, useless? No one loves me the way I am, so I must need to be different? I promise you, you are perfect just the way you are. Use those giftings and talents. Use the thread, the comments, to share your story. And we'll put more content up on how to build yourself up and not worry about the world, what it says about you. That we will start putting things up in testimonies about people that are changed because they allowed God to tell them who they are and not the world and our thoughts to tell us who we think we are. So no matter what you're going through, you're awesome, you're special, and you've got greatness inside of you. Share this if you must. Share this because I know there's a multitude of people out there that need to hear about the love of God and how much they are loved. See, that young lady, one of the most hurtful things that I remember is, no one loves me, not even my parents. Don't even know where my father is. And the best thing I could do is just try to be there consistently for them. I can't change their situation. I can help them change the way they think about it. I can let them know how God feels about them and teach them that. And the transformation was amazing. I picture you right now sitting in a dark place with a frown, sadness, maybe crying on your pillows at this very moment. But what I want to tell you is God is listening. And if you don't believe there's a God, God inspired me to make this video for you. Yes, you. He loves you. He wants to show you the greatness that's within you. Let me know if He's speaking to you. If there's any other resources we can get in your hands. I may not know it, but I know how to find it. And I will get it out to you. And I will get videos in your hands that will touch you. And do my best to allow the Holy Spirit to speak through me to touch multitudes. There's kids, there's women, there's men, there's boys, there's adults that are going through life right now. Just drifting through life with no joy or no peace or no happiness. Let's change the world together. And let's bring a joy to this world that only Christ can do. And let's transform ourselves so that we can transform others. Let me know where you're watching from. I know I got some friends overseas. Let me know when you're overseas. Let me know if I can say where you're from, because there's a couple of places that I know that are watching overseas that probably don't want their surroundings to know they're watching. So share this with your friends and your family, your schoolmates, the person sitting in the cubicle next to you that you hear sniffling and crying, your cousin that's telling you how bad life is, the co-workers, the neighbors. And don't forget about the people sitting in church next to you. Because I'm starting to realize more and more as I dig into the religious cycle that we get stuck into. There's people sitting in churches around the world that have no clue who Christ is, but they say they're Christian. And they have no joy and no peace in their life. Let's spread peace together. Comment, like, share, subscribe. This is a new testimony series we're going to do on Thursdays. See you next week. As one of the YouTubers I watch, he's in a different genre. He likes to say, love ya. That's out to Froggy Flips if he ever sees this. Thank you.